Hey, I'm back tonight to talk to you guys about the future of work in America, as well as gaming, and how that plays a role in our young people's future. I think you've already possibly seen one of my messages about gaming and how I think it's extremely important that we embrace gaming for our kids. 165 billion industry right now. That's bigger than sports. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than all other aspects of entertainment. And this is extremely important. And I hope you guys could hear me because I had my sound down, but I had to turn it up. It's so important for us to have a level of appreciation for gaming because clearly it's not going anywhere, and it's actually increasing in popularity. There, since March of 2020, when COVID hit, in the United States alone, over 25 million new younger users of gaming technology has been introduced to the population. It's a stress reliever. It's a great pastime. It's a way to collaborate and connect. And it's an opportunity for future employment, future entrepreneurship, future creative expression. There's just so much opportunity in the field. And so when I talk about the future of work, our young people can develop applications, they can develop platforms, they can develop software, they can develop 3D modeling, 2D, the list goes on and on and on. And it's not that difficult for them to learn. It's just having people around who care enough to help it seep into to the brains of our young people in such a way that makes it intriguing to learn and not just be consumers of the gaming industry, but actually be creators. And as you know, I'm passionate about that. Also, with the way things are going in America with regards to big megacities and niche markets and how we break up the states and the workforce areas. Everything's changing. People are shifting, moving to different places throughout the country. And there are some cities that are really doing well. At first, New York and California were big for tech. But if you don't know it, now you know Austin is huge for tech. And South by Southwest is in Austin. There are just so many opportunities there. And so when our young people are looking for opportunity in the creative space or in the tech space, sometimes we need to have them look outside of where we live. And if you're outside of the United States watching this, South Korea is on fire with regards to gaming, but so is the rest of the world. Now, actually, South Korea outpaces America in a lot of areas with regards to growth in gaming. But I say all this to say a lot is changing. When I was growing up and when many of you parents were growing up, we were told that gaming was a waste of time. It was not something that we should encourage our young kids to do because it was like brain drain. No, not necessarily so. They're learning strategy, they're learning collaboration, they're learning how to build, they're learning how to execute, they're learning so many different things, depending on the game, obviously, but most of the games have some level of strategic thinking requirement to help our young people thrive and excel. But again, if we don't like the shooter games and all of those things, why aren't we encouraging our young people to create their own so that it has some of the things that we find to be more appealing as adults, but totally having them shun the idea that gaming isn't something that we should be doing or encouraging in our children. I beg to disagree. You know, I've said that over and over again. And also with regards to gaming, if you have young writers, they could be writing the scripts for these games because the games do have script writing. They do have scenarios. They do have, if you are an artist and you flat draw, or if you're doing any type of, building and user interface design. There are so many opportunities just in this one field alone. And when we're looking at science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, the sky's the limit, right? Actually, not even the sky, the universe is the limit, because there's just things that we currently don't know that within a year or 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 years, it's gonna be here. And our young people need to be prepared with the skill set to thrive in careers and businesses that don't yet exist. And so I talk about it passionately every day and will for the remainder of this year and beyond, because it's important for our kids. It's our children. It's really, really important for our children to know that we support their visions. We support their desire to grow in areas that we have no earthly idea about, right? And support them in the ability to take risks and to fail, because failing is important. If you don't learn how to fail, then how do you learn to get better? Right? Sometimes you have to go through something. We all know it. We've gone through things and trials and tribulations in our lives, and we get better. And helping our young people understand that that's a skill that they also learn in gaming, but helping them apply that to real life is tremendous. And so I just came here to share that with you today, because I just wanted to hopefully shift a mind or two about how it's important to allow our children to express themselves creatively so that they can create the new world that we're going to be experiencing over the next decade or so. So with that, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I will check in with you again tomorrow. And always be kind, always be inspiring to our young people, and encourage them to take risks and to change the world. Bye-bye.